Okay, fine. I know what you're thinking. Why does Abby have a gap? Well, my tooth came out, okay? And I know you're like, at this age, Abby, you're 13 and you're almost 14 and your tooth came out. Yes. You know the worst part is, last time when I was recording Motivation Monday and Motivation Monday, Ask a Mom and Amazing Animals, it was shaking. Like I could literally touch it and pull just a bit and it would come out, but I kept it because I didn't want to have a gap. Now look at me. Look at well, anyway, let's start the video. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Hangout with Kimani. So this is, I almost said Amazing Animals with Amazing Abilities. This is Motivation Monday and you've already read the title. Today I'm going to be talking about what I think will happen when COVID ends. So these past 2 years have been crazy. Like, what? Who would have thought a whole pandemic, like the entire world is affected. Like at one point all schools in the world were shut down. That's like pretty cool if you think about it. And now like when you go, your children will be learning about it in school. They'll be like, Mom, it says it was like 2020. How was that? And like it was a tough time, child. Anyways, that's beside the point. But point is, a lot of things have happened and a lot of things are still going to happen. So number one, when do I think COVID will end? God only knows, because I said like around late 2022, but it might even last until 2023, because these are really like I don't know how to put it, but like the cases aren't ending anytime soon. So it could even reach 2023 and like we still have COVID cases. But I know, but after like a long time, that COVID is going to be like, it's not like if you have COVID, it's like it's not going to be that common, you know, like the what do I say, not cholera, malaria, I don't know how to explain it. But let's say yellow fever was really common, it was killing people. But now if you have yellow fever, like no one is that worried because it's just like, it's just yellow fever. But then yellow fever was the worst thing. So yeah, I really don't know when COVID is going to end, you know, like, and I don't think it will really end, like we'll forever have no COVID, but I guess you know what I mean. I think that we'll stop using masks often, but I also think that, like, I think the government should be like, okay, when COVID ends, the government will be like, okay, you don't have to wear masks, but I think that some people will retain the use of masks. Like you'll be going to church and it will be norm to wear a mask. It will be the norm to wear a mask. You go to Shago, like most people will be wearing a mask, some won't. But I feel like people will just like keep wearing on masks. Yeah, keep wearing on masks. Another thing is that sanitization. Before, when you enter like church, when you go to a restaurant, sanitizing is not there anymore. Even before that, maybe you could wash your hands in some rich restaurants, or if you've ever gone to Italy, even before COVID, you're given like a hot towel to wipe your hands with. But I don't know whether they still do that. I've not gone to the mall or to a restaurant since last year because of COVID. But anyway, you get the point. So I think that restaurants, churches, schools we'll keep that principle of you have to sanitize in order to not just kill COVID, because COVID won't be that common, but kill just normal diseases. And also the thing for checking temperature. I don't know whether that will stay or go, but it might stay, I don't think there's a harm with it staying. Also, washing hands. I think washing of hands will definitely stay. Another thing is that I think online businesses, online things will continue, because before COVID, we barely had any online services. We barely had with online school. Those are the things that you don't hear about, We never had, what else did we never have online? Online meetings, you'd go in person. But now I think some of those things are going to be retained. Like your mom is going to have a meeting and she's like, oh, I have a meeting. You're like, oh, okay, mom is going, yeah, I can finally watch the movie. Then you go to the sitting room to watch the movie and she's there in the meeting online. Then you're like, oh, okay. I'm not saying I do that, mom. I don't do that, I promise. But you get my point. I think online meetings and like online school and online businesses are going to be a lot more common. So what else do I think will change? I think maybe overcrowding in areas. You're not allowed to have, like, in church before you used to sit one person here, then the other person here, then like the seats were actually like this, the seats are like this, but now they're more so like that, like one seat here, a big gap, and another seat there. I think the gap may retain, because churches, or like our church, was able to still have the same amount of people that they did. So they might go back to the social distancing, but I think to some extent it will be retained. But otherwise, I think that's just about it. But COVID will go eventually. We just need to pray, because God answers prayers, and obviously everything has a reason. So I think that COVID will go eventually, but everything is in the hands of God. So we just need to pray for the future and pray that whatever God has in store for us is good. But the Bible says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper and good plans." So that is it for today's video. If you have any other suggestions or ideas on what you think will happen when COVID ends, then kindly post them in the comment section below. Just make sure to keep it respectful. I don't know why I feel so tongue-tied today, like my tongue is stiff, but yeah, it's stiff. Maybe it's this gap. Gosh, I need to. But I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.